Whatever happens, it's happening in your mind. Don't mind. It's not even real, it's illusion, it is thoughts. It is just thoughts in your head. And your head is not even real. The only one that is real, the only thing that is real is knowing. Witness the things that appear and then see it's not real. So you don't even see anything. There's knowing about not knowing. Whatever. Don't mind. The reality this year, wow, it's expanding. This is overwhelming. It is your reality. It's so blissful. So don't mind what happens in the day, because it is not real. It's not there. It's not even existing. You don't even exist. You come in the as illusion. You appear out of your reality as illusion, so you don't even appear. No, it's only what your mind says, and the mind is the greatest liar of whatever. Don't listen to it. Listen to the feeling inside that calls you home. And don't be afraid, it's not dark. It's dark for your mind because it cannot visualize something. It can only visualize the untruth, and it does it day by day, and you all the time you fall in that illusion. It comes closer and closer, the reality. That's to say, illusion is gone layer by layer. Illusion is blown away. That's your happiness. Your only happiness is yourself, the reality of your existence, the formless, eternal being, the most happy state ever. And it's timeless. In that reality there is no time, because time is also something from the mind. And mind is not possible there. Be happy, be happy. God gave us the possibility of perception in order to make us the object of His perception. God gave us the possibility to receive in order to make us the object of His receiving. You see what that means? There is not even giving, there's only receiving. Receiving the self by means of the self. This is so deep, but it is so obvious. My goodness, no one exists anymore, no form. This night I had a dream of my guru, my teacher, Satya Sai Baba. It was a picture on the wall in a frame, and I was speaking to someone, and I saw my eyes were directed to that picture at the side, and there was yellow light coming out. And I said to the one I spoke, "Look, there is Sai Baba, he's showing light." And didn't see it. I said, "Hey, look." And then the form of Sai Baba started to make movements like with his arms, and then he turned over, and all of that happened in the frame of the picture, and then again the yellow light, and it stopped. It showed me that in a dream anything can happen. You can give light, and you can move whatever movements you like. You can turn over, and all that can happen in the frame of the dream, because it's not a reality. You are not that form, and you are not that movements. That is all the capacity of your spirit that goes in a form, and in the form it can do whatever it likes, and it gives light. It's so beautiful, that dream. You know, when you dream of Satya Sai Baba, the God, then it is pointing to the reality. Whatever you dream of God is true. And at the moment when I woke up and I remember the dream, I didn't really understand. I said, "Oh, it's a funny dream." But the more you think of it, he shows me that you can, in the frame of the dream that you are in your mind, your life is taking place in your mind, you can give light, and you can have fun, and you can turn around, and nothing will happen to you, but because it's framed in the dream, and you are the watcher. You see your own movements and your own light. And you are that reality, the one seeing it. And if the person next to you doesn't see it, it's not the time for the other one yet to see the reality. Oh my goodness. Be happy. Anything is beautiful. Everything. Your mind makes it difficult and not good. It should change. But open up and be happy. Be happy. What we are is infinite consciousness. And we have the possibility to imagine infinite. We imagine the world, forms, sounds, visions, and since we started to like our imaginations, we are caught in our imaginations. But since imaginations are not real, we are free. Suppose you existed. Suppose you stepped out of nothingness into existence. What would you do? It would be possible to imagine everything. You could imagine everything. You could imagine a human form. You could imagine being a lion, lazy in the sun, just had my dinner. The buffalo, and you could imagine being a seabird, flying over the waves of the ocean. Suppose you were born in a living form. You could do anything in your imagination. Isn't that what we all do? Isn't that what is happening? You could be a rich man throwing money around, having luxury yacht, swimming pool near the house. You could have parties every day. Well, it would be boring. Suppose you would be a poor one. You had an urge to get some stuff around you. You would work for being richer, to reach something. And suppose you were a bad guy. You would be sneaking around to get from people the stuff they own, to steal it. And suppose you were a very clever, intelligent, soft-hearted being. You would suffer all day because of the pain in the world around you. And suppose you were a dictator, greedy, taking over countries of older people and killing others. You would be so afraid all the time to lose it. Suppose you were God. You would have so much love in you that you would allow everything to appear and everything be able to grow to its own peace and wisdom. This is all imagination of that silent being which did not yet come out of eternity into space and time, but it had the power to imagine all that. So all of it is the dream of that immeasurable, intelligent power that you are. You can do anything with your power, or you can keep it away, locked up. Let it be ready to use, but keep it in silence, the silence of your being, You saw enough in your imagination. You have seen it all. So please be happy, be wise, be your true self. Whatever appears, you can imagine that. And you can stop any moment. Be peaceful, be happy. To be yourself, there is just silence. That's the self. It's so simple. No movement, nothing to do, to gain, to find, to become, because you are already what you are, this being. And the mind always wants you to do something for it. If it's not going in the material world and gain something, then the mind wants you to move towards the inner self and to gain that bliss that you already are. If the mind shuts up, oh, it's this mind always takes you away from yourself. Just be silent and you are that self. Fun, yeah? If you give your full attention to I am, then what you are comes forward stronger, and what you are not will disappear to the background. It will not influence you anymore, because that's what it is. I am this, I am that, is influencing you. It's a great influencer. Take it aside, put it aside. Full attention to your reality. I eternally am. It's also funny when you are when you know what you are and what is happening. Nothing is happening, but a lot is happening for the mind, for the person that you think that you are. If you realize that all your happenings and images and thoughts and what you see and think, it's all in a dream. All your daily life is a dream life, and you invest so much time and energy, so much to improve that life of your dream. You see, all that you do is improving your dream. How is that possible? Just relax and enjoy your beingness. It's all dream and you are awake. Everything is already there, although you haven't seen it. Everything is determined. So don't you worry. You are in the midst of that which is already finished. When you go to the cinema and you sit down to watch the movie starts and you start to look, but the movie itself is a long time finished. How else could it appear on the screen? And this is what is happening in your life. Life is already finished, the actions, the happenings, but you are still in the midst of it because you cannot overlook the totality. But be easy, it's okay. All my life I believed people around me telling me how to behave and to be good and to love everybody. And I forgot to love myself. I lost myself in all the rules and disciplines. You do this, you have to do that. And now I realize that love that is spreading out, it is what I am. And it was always going out to the world, which is my own projection. It's my dream world. And I loved the dream. And then when I knew it's a dream, I didn't love it anymore. I wanted to get out. And all the time I forgot that I am that love that spreads out. Whatever it's a dream or not, it's my love. I love myself. Liefde, dat is een ruimte waarin alle emoties en werelden, denkgedachten in worden toegestaan. Alle gebeurtenissen kunnen door die liefde heen gaan. De liefde zelf wordt niet aangedaan. En de hemel is een ruimte waar sterrenstelsels en onweerswolken doorheen kunnen gaan. Alle scherpe flitsen van de donder, ofwel de zachte stralen van de maan. De hemel zelf wordt er niet door aangedaan. Wat ik ben, is vrede, die ruimte waar alle emoties en gedachten doorheen kunnen gaan. Alle oorlog en strijd die zichzelf door het vechten ten onder doen gaan. Alles in mijn vrede is toegestaan. Ik heb er niet door aangedaan. Ik wens je vrede. Wisdom is that which is known when the mind is annihilated. We can understand things with the mind, but we can only know things with our deep, deep self. No mind can enter there. We don't need a mind. Wisdom is our own being. It's our true self. It is known when the mind is out of order. It brings so much bliss. Creation is also explained as God and the world, or wisdom and ignorance. But in a form you can imagine it's like Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is the silent one, resting. It's the inner being. And Shakti is the creation, moving aspect. And when Shakti is moving, then Shiva is not known. He cannot be found because there is movement. And when Shakti is resting, Shiva is known, but he is silent. So the one needs the other. Shiva and Shakti are one and the same. Creator needs creation to know itself. Relax. Nothing is under control. No, you are not aware of your own power. You are the silence and the movement that appears out of that silence. So you are your own creator. You are the silence, and in the morning you start moving to discover not that what is moving and over there. It's not interesting to discover your silence, because silence is the thing that we love and that we long for. Peaceful silence. And most people don't know. They start to move and they search in the movements for joy and pleasure, but it's only inside, in the silence. That's your pleasure, your bliss. I smile and laugh all the time because I so found the real self, which was covered by a fake veil of the self. That's what was thinking, I need and I have to and I must and I go there, I need and I'm not good and I miss things. And wow, this is such a curtain of ignorance. And once you found that peace inside, outside all is peaceful, because peace is not limited to the inner form. It's now spreading out through the day. And what more to do? Just be. I bless you. You find the border between life and death? Who says there is a border? Who says where there is life ends and death begins? There is no border at all. It is an ongoing existence. consciousness does not stop and start. It flows continuously through existence. In spirituality, it is said that all is emptiness. There is nothing, only emptiness. And then when you take that literally, there would be nothing, no thing. God is nothingness. But when you come to think of it, nothing or emptiness, it means emptiness of the mind with its opinions and wanting to change and think it's better like this or like that. Doesn't mean there is no form, because you have this form. You are in this life, and emptiness means that you don't think about it. But that is the fullness of the heart, and that means that there is just bliss and happiness. Take each day as a gift of God. God is nothingness. So He doesn't think, He is just giving the pleasure of life, the beauty of it, and joy. More and more feeling your real self gives so much peace. You are not this I am this body. Far from that. This body is a tool, instrument to find out the deep reality. I am, but I am not this. I am eternal, timeless, blissful self.